Hey everyone, Phil from After Lens here, and Blackmagic just announced the new Ursa 12K Cine LF body. It's very rare for me to make videos just about announcements, but this is Blackmagic and this is a bit different, so I thought I would share my initial thoughts. And of course, I'm also very curious to know what you guys think about this new release. And also be sure to subscribe, as I will try to get my hands on this new camera ASAP, and I will share a lot of content including reviews, footage videos and comparison videos. Now let's get into it. So essentially this new body version is a streamlined version of the regular or the current 12K LF kit. So the camera itself is pretty much the same as a 12K LF camera that you can have today, but it doesn't include many of the accessories. There are also a couple of differences, and of course it is much cheaper. But it doesn't seem to be any different in terms of performance or quality. And of course you also get the same crazy specs as a 12K LF camera. The large format sensor, 16 stops of dynamic range, the same camera body with industry standard connections, Blackmagic RAW, high performance OLPF, built-in NDs, and you can also shoot up to 80 FPS in 12K, 140 FPS in 8K, and 240 FPS in 4K. But as I just mentioned, it doesn't include some of the accessories like the shoulder mount, the handle, the battery plates, some lens mounts, power supply, lenses, and a high-capacity 8TB media module. Blackmagic stated that all of these accessories are of course available separately, so this allows you to pretty much get the kit that you want or to build a configuration that suits you. One of the main differences between the 12K LF, the current one, the kit, and the new body version is that on the current one you've got the 8TB media module, and on the new body version you've got a CF Express module that has a dual slot. As always, I'll try my best to include all of the links below. This new body version also comes with EF only, but you can of course buy the LPL and PL mounts separately. But obviously the biggest difference between the two cameras is the price. The new body version is only $6,995, and this is pretty insane for what you get. The current price for the kit for the 12K LF regular one is $14,995, so there's a pretty big difference. Of course, when you get a full kit, it's still great value, but this camera, the new body version for $6,995, is pretty crazy. So I've been shooting with Blackmagic cameras for nearly 12 years now, and I shoot mostly short documentaries and outdoor content, and my main camera at the moment is a Pixie 6K that I have here, and I also use as B-cam or travel and outdoor cam the Cinema Camera 6K. I think this new version is a great idea. I've owned the Ursa Mini Pro 4.6K years ago for a few years, and I've also used many times the Ursa Mini Pro 12K, and they're a great camera to use and operate, and of course the image is really fantastic. But now today, if you do want a Blackmagic camera that has a full frame sensor with high frame rates and also a lot of dynamic range, then you have to buy the 12K LF kit. That's the only option currently. Otherwise, you have to make some compromises. So for example, if you want full frame, you can get a Pixis or the Cinema Camera 6K, but you lose on dynamic range, internal NDs and things like that. And if you do want a bigger body with different connections and things like that, you can still get the older Ursa Mini 4.6 or the Ursa Mini Pro 12K, but you lose on a full frame sensor. And when you take away the new body version that they've just released, there's a pretty big difference in price between the Pixis, which is the latest one, and the 12K LF kit. So in my opinion, I think this new version of the 12K LF is a great option not only for rental houses, but also for solo filmmakers or DPs that already have a bunch of accessories, or that want to use their own accessories or things that they prefer and don't want necessarily to use Blackmagic ones. This is also for people that want the sensor and the specs, but don't really have the budget to get the full kit. And for example, in my case, with the Pixis, I've got the handle, I've got the new Ursa Cine VF, I've got the Pixis monitor, I've got a bunch of different rigging parts to make a shoulder rig with rods and handles and anything like that. So I don't really need, if I was to get the 12K, I probably would get the streamlined body version because I have pretty much all of the rest. And also I feel like if you do already own the Pixis, it makes for a great B-cam for the new 12K, whether it's the kit or the body version. If I was coming into filmmaking today and trying to find a camera that does everything, or if I really wanted specifically to get into the Blackmagic ecosystem, the new 12K body version would probably be the one that I would consider the most. Because even though it is more expensive than a Pixis, it's pretty much double the price, I think. What you get is kind of arguably double the features, if that makes sense, in terms of like the frame rates, the 12K sensor, the built-in NDs and things like that. So now my question to you is, would you consider this new version now that it is available? And would you get this over or instead of the Pixis? So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this new camera. And as I said before, I will try to get my hands on a 12K LF, whether it's the kit or this new streamlined version. So stay tuned. That's it for me for today, guys. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Also, feel free to check out my 2 ebooks, Freelance Documentary Filmmaking and Travel Cinematography, where you can find a streamlined but comprehensive overview from pre-production all the way to marketing, built on years of my own experience shooting short documentaries and travel videos around the world. And if you are interested, I'm also doing filmmaking mentoring sessions when you can ask me anything about a wide variety of topics.